So the media is going to lose their mind again because, well, Trump plans on expanding the West Wing. This, you have no idea how important this needs to be done. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will understand and see Trump in the light that he should be seen in. Because, well, this should give them away. So this is the ballroom, okay? So the East Wing, the one that's, already been torn down. Now, this is obviously the ballroom, and then this here, this area, this is considered the outer foyer, and then the ballroom, okay? And it reminds me of a temple. Trump's not saying that. He's not. But this has significance because the Capitol, your state and your federal, they serve Rome. That's your capital. And that's what we're used to, right? But what does it look like? Well, it looks like, well, what was Nero's circus, which he killed many Christians. But that's, I think that's what the original St. Peter's Basilica, but you see it. That was where Nero's circus was. So it all has meaning here because, like, this is the outer sanctuary and inner sanctuary. So, like, Trump has the outer foyer and the inner, and he's not saying that. That's just, it reminds me of this because Nero's circus was like this. You see how there's an outer and an inner? I mean, this was their temple, but this was also where they took, so they did their sacrifices, but their political things went on here too. So their political arena during the Roman Empire, it was used for religious purposes, sacrifices, okay? And this was, they worshipped Jupiter and Mars and all the planets, okay? The temples of ancient Rome had a profound impact on the religion and culture of the time. They served as a physical representation of the Romans' faith in their gods and provided a place for people to come together and share in their spiritual beliefs. But it was also the hub of their political power. The temple served as the hub of their political power. So then, understand what the Capitol represents. It's the hub of their political power. It's the temple of their political power. Because when you look at the Capitol, and then you look at the White House, you're like, But it doesn't just end there. And people would say, but that's because the president is a servant. What? And the Capitol representatives and Congress people aren't? No, it all goes back to this. The doors give them away, okay? This is obviously St. Peter's Basilica, right? I mean, I think their doors, I don't know if it's these, but are as high as like 23 feet high. Bronze, okay? All of this has significance. Because, again, the Washington United States Capitol looks like Rome. And even though the Roman Catholic Church thinks it's Christian, no, it's not. It serves the Roman Empire, okay? I mean, I'm not saying, there's a ton of people led astray, granted, but I'm just giving you the truth. But the doors are significant because the Senate chamber doors and even the ones going into the Capitol are like 17 feet high. Bronze. Some are iron, but bronze. Okay, do you see? This is the temple. This is why the inner part of the temple, the main hub of the temple, has idols everywhere. Carved statues and idols everywhere. All over the place. Gaudy, ridiculous. But they say, oh no, these were former leaders, and some were this and some were that. It's just a hub of idol worshiping that they call the U.S. Capitol, and it's really their temple where they continue to serve Rome, which is why nothing gets done. I don't care who the representative or Congress people are, okay? What gets done? It's a bunch of congestion and bullshit because they know they're still in the temple. I mean, how is this being servants of the people? You need doors this tall? No, you're all serving Rome. Again, the Roman Empire never went away. We live under it still. That's how deceptive the deceptive one is. So you look at the Capitol, you look at the doors, and these are the White House doors. Again, you might say, but that's because we don't have kings. No, we have a whole bunch of kings in the Capitol there that don't get anything done, that act like they're on this side, that side, and they're all just congestion and noise, and they all serve the prince of the power of the air. They all serve the magnetic field around us. They do. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. They've just tricked you. So before you go jumping all over Trump for what he's doing, realize he's trying to take the people out of the Roman Empire. He is. And you may think, no, he's just building up his own Rome. No. There is nothing that gets done. I mean, think of how much could get done by Trump alone if we didn't have all the congestion in the Senate and House. I don't just mean on the Democrat side. I mean, and then people like Glenn Beck will say, we're our process, our system is supposed to operate slow so that people can't just come in and change it. Yeah, but it shouldn't be at a snail's pace. It's ridiculous. Have you seen the Supreme Court's doors? Yeah, they too are like as high as like 16 feet, 15 feet. Yet the highest doors at the White House are 12. They don't even think they're that high. They think they're between 10 and 12 feet tall. What does it tell you? It gives the Hunger Games a whole new meaning, doesn't it? You know, the Capitol. Except President Snow actually had, some, he actually, in that movie, was the problem, right? Yeah, so, but it was the Capitol. The Capitol controls all of us. More than even the presidents, unless the presidents are serving Rome, like Kennedy was serving Rome. I mean, he was the first Catholic president. Mm-hmm. But there's always, to all of their structures, it's like they have this outer and this inner. And so you may think, oh, well, Trump is just trying to do this. No, he's trying to do something entirely different. That's the reason they hate him. The media serves the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire is all about their own kingdom. They don't care about God. They just put on the big show. That's why they dress, the Roman Catholic elites up there, wear their ridiculous costumes. I mean, what they spend on their wardrobe alone monthly is more than, half of the women, together in this country spend. Well, not half, but a couple of women, maybe, wealthy women. Seriously. Okay, so they just, again, there's a reason Jesus said, when they have to dress like that, it's all because it's, they're trying to make themselves look holy when the outside of the cup is just, it looks good, but the inside is full of, ugh. This is Arkansas's capital. So it's not just the capital at the federal level, it's at all of your state capitals. They built the same damn Roman Empire. While they told you, oh no, we don't, yeah, we don't have we just have a bunch of kings running around. And those kings will all serve a Catholic king when they get in. We've only had 2 presidents that were Catholic, which was Kennedy and Biden. I'm not trying to go after, it's just, it's all the same problem. It's all this, Jesus came to get rid of the hierarchy and the structures because it's what was leading people astray. It's what goes on to create nothing but congestion, noise, and a nightmare. So Trump is trying to destroy Nero's capital because that's who they serve.